Yeah, okay, man, we been overlooked for a long time, man. I'm a DC native, Northeast, DMV, Southside, Uptown, it's our time.
What up, YouTube? What's going on, man? You guys already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Prescott TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Click that notification bell so you can get notified when I upload. Share the content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. Week number 14 in the books. Hopefully you guys tallied some of my picks for week number 14. I went 5-3, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to run right into the picks. Okay, first game up was the Patriots versus the Steelers. I wasn't too enthusiastic about the game at all. I just thought it was a scrub game, but it was a Thursday night game, and you know I start off the week the Thursday night pick 'em. And I told you guys I was going to take the points with the New England Patriots versus the Steelers. And guess what? Guess who covered? In fact, they didn't just cover. They just won straight outright. The Steelers are a terrible football team that lost to two terrible teams in back-to-back weeks. Bailey Zappi tossed 3 touchdowns in a 21-18 victory in Pittsburgh over the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then it was the Buccaneers and Falcons. I did say I wanted to take the Falcons plus the, minus the 2.5. They lost outright to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then the Cincinnati Bengals versus the, Indianapolis Colts. I took the Bengals plus the points, minus the points. And the Cincinnati Bengals smashed the the Indianapolis Colts at the crib. What a game by the Cincinnati Bengals. The Browns also covered as they beat the Jaguars 31-27. Trevor Lawrence did end up playing. He was effective, but not as effective as he would have been. The Ravens, I also took the Ravens. I did say that I was going to take the 7 points. Phenomenal game. It was exciting. A walk-off punt return for a touchdown in overtime as the Ravens won the game, but won by 6 points versus the 7. San Francisco 49ers versus Seattle. I said I was taking the 49ers on a 10.5 spread, and they won by 12 as the 49ers continue to roll, and Brock Purdy continues to make his case in the MVP conversation. And then the Chiefs versus the Bills. I said that those games always come down to some wild type of stuff when you got Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen playing the game. Patrick Mahomes delivers a perfect pass to Travis Kelce. Kelce laterals it back to Kadarius Toney. And then he scored a touchdown. But there was a flag on the play, which resulted into Kadarius Toney being offsides. Patrick Mahomes erupts on the sideline, slams his helmet, going back and forth with the referee. Never seen Patrick Mahomes get that out of sync and lose that much control. What more can I say about that one? And then last but not least, the Cowboys versus the Eagles. I was saying I was riding with Dallas because of the simple fact that they've just been a monster when it comes to being on their home field. And considering Eagles, that was their third game in 13 days, that I just thought Dallas was just going to be better, and they absolutely was better. They smashed the Eagles by a dubski, 33-13. Yeah, man. So then now, moving into week number 15. Ladies and gentlemen, we have, starting off Thursday night, the Chargers versus the Raiders. Now, the Chargers, man, they was in a the most boringest game this season. They lost 3-0 versus the Minnesota Vikings. Wow, the Raiders, the Raiders lost to the Minnesota Vikings 3-0. Wow, the Chargers got smashed by the Broncos 24-17. And in the process of getting smashed, they lost Justin Herbert, who has a fractured index finger on his throwing hand. He's going to have surgery, so he won't be in the lineup. The Raiders are 3-point favorites in Las Vegas. This is like a trick spot for you to probably jump right on the Raiders, assuming, because, Justin Herbert won't be starting the quarterback. But you know what? I think they got enough playmakers to beat the Raiders. I mean, coming off a game that the Raiders had, they didn't look good at all. Scored no points. I'm sure they're going to be fired up being back at the crib, but give me the Chargers plus the 3 points. Next, you got a divisional game. This is playoff implications because these two teams are right behind the Minnesota Vikings. You got the rivalry between the Tampa Bay Bucks versus the Green Bay Packers. The Bucks, like I said, they went on the road and took care of the Falcons. And then you got the Packers who came back late versus New York, but only to end up failing as New York stormed back with Mr. DeVito. Not Danny DeVito. It's crazy as that sounds, but the New York Giants, man, 3 in a row. The Packers are 3.5-point favorites, and they're giving you points with the Bucks once again on the road. I won't jump on the Bucks this time. I think the Green Bay Packers at the crib in that cold weather, the frozen tundra. I will take the Green Bay Packers minus the 3.5. Then you got the Vikings versus the Bengals. Vikings are 7-6. The Bengals are 7-6. The Vikings, like I said, coming off that 3-0 victory over the Raiders. Justin Jefferson made his comeback, played probably 7 to 8 snaps, and then left the game with some type of chest injury. So their offense has sputtered completely. The Bengals appear to have a groove with Browning behind the helm, and they're starting to play really good. And obviously, this playoff implications. The Bengals are favored 3.5. I'll take the Cincinnati Bengals to take care of the Minnesota Vikings at home. The spread, I will take the spread and also the money line. Now I got to talk about my Washington Commanders. They had a bye week, and they got to go play the Rams. The Rams gave the Ravens everything they could handle in that loss. The Rams are 6-7. And they're 6.5-point favorites, man. Give me my Commanders fresh off the break. They haven't looked good. I expect this game to be, actually, it's on a fast turf. I expect it to be a fast-paced game. And I think the Commanders stick around and might even pull the outright win versus the Rams. Give me the 6.5 points with the Commanders. You got the Steelers, 7-6 versus the Indianapolis Colts, who are also 7-6. The Colts are, let's see, I didn't check the spread on the Colts, right? The Colts appear to be, let's see, the Indianapolis Colts. And this is also, these games are on Saturday as well. We got Saturday action and also Sunday action. And the Colts are 2.5-point favorites at the crib. Give me the Colts and Gardner Minshew. I'm riding with Gardner Minshew over the Pittsburgh Steelers. They just not good at all. Then you got Dallas, 10-3 going into Buffalo. 7-6. Buffalo pulled off a victory in Kansas City at Arrowhead. And they're 2.5-point favorites at the crib. It might seem like, how are they the favorites? Because Dallas has been on the road. But when you think about it, going from Dallas, being a Texas team, playing in decent weather. It's going to be freezing up there in Buffalo. Buffalo really needs this game. When they're home, they're pretty darn good. And I expect the Buffalo Bills to cover and beat the Dallas Cowboys. I'll take that minus 2.5 for the Buffalo Bills. Broncos versus Detroit Lions. Now, Broncos are on the roll. They started off 1-5. They're now 7-6. The Lions are 9-4, and the Lions are 5-point favorites. Give me the Broncos plus that 5 points. I think their defense is tough enough to line and match up with Jared Goff and all the weapons that Detroit has to offer. I expect a close game, but give me the 5 points by the Broncos. And then you have the Baltimore Ravens 10-3 versus the 8-5 Jacksonville Jaguars. Ravens are 3.5-point favorites. Out there in Jacksonville, give me the plus 3.5 for Jacksonville. Hey man, drop your plays in the comment section. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. Continue watching the videos. Continue hitting that like. Drop the comments. The comments help with the algorithm. Man, it's your boy, Sports Guy TV, where we talk sports like religion. And I'm out. Until the next time.